Well, guys, I try not to fill myself up with this shit, but that dude is a freaking clown. Mmm. Just gotta catch up with some of this shit. So he's sitting in there and he's waving around a Thompson Contender and putting it in his shirt like it's a carry weapon. Like he said that he carries that around with him like a 10-pound weapon he's gonna carry around single shot. And then he points the barrel at the screen.
I'm gonna start carrying around my stagecoach gun as long as it's okay.
Oh, you gonna carry the double barrel around with you?
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. So, I'm not your fan, dude, but I dislike you a lot. And like I told you, you can't stop me from poking at you. Not your fan. You get a thumbs down every time I click on a video because you're a clown. So I just really assumed that while you were terrorizing Penny and her daughter, that the Thompson Contender is the one that you used to point at them and dry fire the mechanism. You know, I'll tell you, dude. If I had a daughter and she called me up and said, my husband is pointing a gun at me and dry firing the weapon, I'd skin you alive, dude. I'd hang you from a tree and cut your hide off you. But she was quick. When I talked to her the other day, she was real quick to tell me that it wasn't the pistol, it was a rifle. So when you get frustrated, it wouldn't get your way, and wouldn't even give them money to buy feminine protection. I mean, that's pathetic, dude. Holed up in a dry cabin, no water, having to shit in an outhouse. And then bullying and controlling, and that's who you are. You're not a nice guy. I know who you are. I know exactly who you are. Actually pointing a rifle at your wife and her daughter and pulling the trigger, making the pin make the firing noise as if there was a bullet in the chamber. You know you did it. You know you did it. You kept doing it. And that's because some of us are good acquaintances with Penny, and I'm not saying she was innocent in a lot of your nonsense, but she was young and she was vulnerable, and you took advantage of it. So, here we are. Just like you tried to run your mouth about my wife. Same kind of shit. Same kind of bullshit. And when I confronted you at Nassau Sound, you were pathetic looking. You couldn't fucking fight your way out of a wet paper bag. You're just a bully. You're a fucking bullshit. That's why you didn't get your ass kicked. Hell, my wife could have beat your ass. So, we go back to your normal nonsense. And when you rub your hands, when you do this and you start talking about money, that's your tell. I think that's your tell. That's where you're wanting bullshit. So, you gotta save up money, sell enough goat soap, which was Penny's idea. That was her business. She sent me all that shit too. All the artwork, the name of the soaps, I've got it all. You need to save up $2,000 so you can go back to school to get licensed to sell real estate, because you said that's what you do the best. That's what you do the best? As long as we've been watching you, I ain't seen you sold shit, dude.
That's not true. He sold his boat.
He sold his boat. There you go.
He sold his boat.
He sold the boat.
Does that count?
And there you are, Mr. You are what you eat. You got your little garden. I get it. That's cool. Talking about all that organic shit, and you don't eat anything processed. Dude, you're 650 pounds, dude. You eat all kinds of shit. You sit around there and eat fucking potato chips all day. I know what you're doing. And you're out there blasting everything with Miracle Grow, which is nothing organic. You could have bought 50 different types of organic fertilizer. I even saw when you tried to raise the damn lettuce that you had at some Fox Farm shit up on the table. No, Miracle Grow. And then when the bugs got on your shit, you dusted it down with 7 Dust. That was your first thing to go to. And then, like a moron, you're out there picking a tomato and throwing it right in your mouth. So now you're throwing 7 Dust that you put on the tomato plants in your mouth without washing off the fruit.
Wow, he did that? I need to go back and watch that video.
You are such a clown, dude. I just... You can't even do what you preach. That's the problem with that shit. And
practice what you preach.
Practice what you preach. You are what you eat. I guess you're a 600-pound sweet potato.
And I don't like sweet potatoes.
I like sweet potatoes.
I knew there was a reason.
So then the SWAT team shows up at your house. Somebody called. But why did you say Florida first? Why is it me? I would never, ever waste public resources like that on a clown like you. Period. You probably called on yourself. There's probably some kind of weird way you wanted the attention, and, you did it yourself. And, well, we'll find out. Because I'm sure if they find out who did it, you're going to be so proud. But you name Florida, and then Georgia, which is Billy, and then Jersey, and I'm assuming that's 10-star, because the another one of our little Trace Amigos doesn't live in New Jersey. SWAT. Oh, then you talk about your bankruptcy and how you went up there by yourself and paid everybody back. What about that list that's like 2 pages long, all the people you've ripped off along the way? You think that people don't see that shit? I mean, I never looked it up, but I've seen it. I didn't make a copy of it, but it's as long as my arm of all the people that have tried to take you to court. And that's just the people that sued you. And of course, Penny laughed. She said you try to try them cases yourself like a clown. Back to the GoFundMe. That's good. Yeah, you're right. You're right, you freaking clown. There's good people out there. There's good people that donate to people, crowdsource funding, and for people that are in need. You're in need of a job, dude, is what you're in need of. Not everybody does it, give me some free money, because the beg is coming, the scam is coming. You're never going to make enough goat soap to buy any kind of piece of property. You couldn't buy a bag of toenails with that shit. I'm going to kill 500 chickens and make what do you say, $750?
I didn't see the video. That must be the same one where he ate a tomato.
Process the chickens. Oh, okay. Anybody ever plucked a duck or a chicken, a turkey, or any of that kind of bullshit? Any kind of fowl whatsoever?
It ain't like skinning a deer.
Jesus Christ, man. It's not worth doing. I enjoy duck hunting, used to. And if I didn't have some families that would take them, you just don't go duck hunting. And if I do decide to keep it, I de-breast them like immediately. There's no plucking a duck. I mean, unless you got a commercial plucking tool where you drop the damn bird in there and it rips all its feathers off. Man, I can't wait to see you pluck a duck by hand. I'm looking forward to it, really, because you ain't gonna do it. You're too lazy, and it's too much work. I'm not gonna do it. And those ducks, what you want from a duck like that is the crispy skin when you roast it. You don't want to skin them out, so I'm looking forward to see you pluck those ducks and send them to freezer camp, unless you're gonna spend a bunch of money on a commercial plucker. I got no idea how much those things cost.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
Yeah, it looks like a miniature washing machine. And you dunk them in there and spray water in there, and the little rubber fingers rip all the feathers off. You can buy them.
Nope, I never done any duck plucking or feather plucking, period.
Remember that story when your dad said he shot that turkey and plucked it in the backyard? And said when he got done, it looked like a road runner. Man, I swear to God, dude.
Said he had feathers from here to kingdom come.
Man. Dude, why just can't you be truthful and come clean with all your nonsense? But we're gonna keep on keeping on with our nonsense. As long as you're out there putting out your great content, we're gonna be there to criticize it and scrutiny you, because you're full of shit. You're the most full of shit person I think I've ever met in my lifetime. And sometimes I'm actually sorry that I just didn't go kick the shit out of you and take it like I should have. You know, and you want to point guns at people and pull firing pins. I swear to God. Goodness. Sorry, babe. I can't even imagine you pointing a gun at me. I can't even imagine you doing that, because that's like drawing a line in the sand you can't cross, right? Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that dude on the other side of town when he pulled that Kimber pepper spray gun, that crackhead, and he shot it with me, and I pulled my gun on him. I told him, I said, if you raise that fucking thing at me again, I'm gonna kill you, right? Yeah. I mean, you do something like that, and you're gonna get shot, knifed, shot, killed, cross the line. But to threaten somebody and pull a gun on them and dry fire the pin, that tells me everything about you. That's all I had to know. All right, guys. We are probably not going to work much today. See you later. Bye.